Okay, it's Colin's Mates time again on Channel North, and I've got the well-known Mr. Dave Ryan from Musical. Welcome, Dave.
Hi, Colin.
And his partner, I won't say crime, Damon Houston, also from Musical. Welcome, guys. Thank you for giving up your late afternoon, nearly tea time.
That's okay.
We're recording this late on Tuesday afternoon. Now, Dave, we go back a long time in Whangarei music.
Yes, we do. I first came to Whangarei in the beginning of 1964, and I'd been playing piano in the band out at Waipu and at college when I was at Wesley College in Auckland. And when I moved to Whangarei to get a job, I wanted to keep up my music, so I advertised for band members, anyone interested, take on a keyboard player, and I got an answer from Clive Brown, who's a guitarist. And so we said we can do something together. So then we had to try and get a drummer. So we advertised again, and your name popped up. And
God, how old was I? At 60, 70?
I don't know. I was reasonably young too at the time.
You were too.
Yeah. And we managed to get a few gigs playing for I think it was the Carmo Rugby Football Club at Butler's Place originally in the '64.
They were good nights, weren't they?
They were good nights, and we did a few dances down at the Anglican Hall in Bank Street, I think, as well. No vocals, just all instrumental.
Was that the time we were fundraising for the swimming pool? Was that?
Could have been round about then too, yeah. Would have been,
doing those
exactly.
With I think everybody in town.
Yeah, that's right. And then...
you left Whangarei, didn't you?
No, I stayed in Whangarei.
I
stayed in Whangarei. Clive... And we, as you said, we went separate ways, and we formed another band, and got Frank Spice, who used to work at the Advocate, involved, and he was vocalist, and we got another guitarist, and we got another drummer. And
I moved on to other bands, folks.
And you had gone off to playing big band or playing with your parents.
Parents and everybody else in town.
Yeah, so you were a bit loose kind of thing.
I was a loose drummer.
And so then we started Frank Spice from the Sandman Sounds, and we did a lot of rugby socials, and we had regular Friday nights at the Anglican Hall and at Druids Hall. And I can remember some of the Friday nights were quite cool because the girls' high school or boarding school, I think Miss Toms was the headmistress then, but they used to come across these hostel hops, they used to call them, on Friday nights.
Yes, remember those? Yeah.
And so we were guaranteed a crowd.
God, the little grandmas by now, that age group.
And then I moved on from playing keyboards. I had an electronic organ for a while because that was an in sound in those 60s times. And then I moved on to picking up a bass and learning to play it and becoming like Clifford in the Shadows, I guess, like lots of bands of those times did. We had to try to have that sound, and
Searches,
went on from then.
Whoever. Where did you get into the music business of owning a shop?
Well, at the same time when I was looking for a job, I got a job at Beggs, Charles Begg and Company.
Beggs, yes.
They used to be in Cameron Street, probably just about next to where Fisher's the Jewellers are.
Yeah.
Or Cheapsteaks, actually, I think. We're Cheapsteaks. And yeah, I just got a job there as a rouseabout, sweeping floors, doing bits and pieces. And in those days, LP records and 45s had just kind of started. And yeah, so my interest continued from there.
And it went to Beggs Wiseman?
Yes, Beggs.
I know something.
Wiseman's actually took over Beggs, I think, and made a thing. But and in 1960s, that was about 65, I did that, I guess, for 2 or 3 years. In 67, I started Musical. Was Ewan Simpson, who was the manager of Beggs at the time. So.
Oh, that's right. Where's Ewan?
Ewan is in Melbourne now. And so we started Musical, and it was downstairs opposite Tiffany's in James Street there.
The old days.
Yeah, it was. Good times.
So you had, 3 or 4 moves?
No, 2 moves.
Only 2 moves?
Went from James Street up to where we are now, in the Strand.
So that must be 30 years?
Oh, you work it out.
My
memory's not that good.
Mess either.
So 1967 we started, so it's 42 years Musical has been going.
I'll come back to you, Dave. Now, Damon, what's your history in the music business?
In the music business? Oh, well, I just fell into it really. I was a carpet salesman, and I did a degree in applied arts, and then I just walked into Sounds, Dave's opposition, and they asked me, do you want a job? And I said, and even though I was earning a lot more money at selling carpet, I found music might be a lot more exciting. So I did that, and then within 2 weeks the my manager had fallen out with the head office, so they made me manager within 2 weeks. So
Wow.
I was thrown in the deep end there, and I suppose I made a few mistakes. I got my best mate as my 2IC, and we had a lot of fun, but maybe too much fun. But
It wasn't going over the counter.
sorry.
It wasn't going over the counter.
Oh no, we're doing really, really
you
well.
were doing all right. Good.
But yeah, I mean, I think when you don't know what you're doing, you think you know what you're doing, but you're not really. I don't know. Yeah, just you learn things as you go along. I was a lot better after 2 years, and then I just lost interest, and then got another job. Yeah, left Sounds, got another job, and in that job, Dave came in and said, "Oh, what are you doing?" And I was folding clothes at a job, and
Yeah, so it worked out well.
Good.
He's coming.
yeah.
I mean,
That was putting records away.
and we've got different tastes in music, which works really well.
You're older and he's younger.
Yeah.
Not really. I think we complement each other really well. I mean, some of the newer stuff Dave likes more than me. It's just different tastes, and different people come in. And one thing I've learnt about music is, selling it, is you got to be open. I used to strictly listen to one type of music.
I was the same too when I first started the business. I just bought music
What you like?
that I liked, thinking that everyone would like it. And you soon learn in retail that everyone hasn't got the same taste,
Me having a shop and only having jazz records.
Well, that's right. I mean, I was very narrow with my buying, and I soon found out that that's not the way to do it.
When did you start? Sorry, when did you start writing for the paper, doing reviews?
Oh, more or less straight away when I started at musical.
That's
I
good,
think you
isn't it?
start at musical, you find that he's got such a great reputation that almost everybody comes up.
Oh, you're too
and
kind.
asks. That's true.
Yeah, it's a good vibe here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, something I've never. I have tried it as an exercise, writing exercise, but I've never because. Gee, do you go deep, or do you just do a nice that you want to sell that record for the shop or for your own interest?
Oh, Lindy Laird at the Advocate, she gives me a lot of space, so I can be a bit more adventurous in the writing. I don't have to. She's no rules really.
I think you got to be honest.
That's it. Yeah.
You got to be honest, or reasonably honest to what you write.
I've got magazines and there's a whole page on just one side of the old days of the album. They've broken the whole tracks down by one. You know, boring, boring reading, and they're using big words.
No, as long as you're honest with your reviews, that's the main thing.
I like this record because it's got a good beat.
Yeah, I know. You got to go a bit deeper than you got to. You look at the structure of the whole thing, and whether it appeals
So
to you.
vinyl's coming back, isn't it?
Oh, a little bit, yes. It is getting overseas, and we're selling a wee bit now, mainly on custom order only. But if somebody wants something on vinyl, we can always try and source it for them. We've got a very good contact for imports and things, so if anybody wants something that's not available in New Zealand, we can normally get it.
We'll plug. Like, do go according to music.
Exactly.
Go to record shop in town now.
Exactly. We're also one of the only independents that left in the country.
Oh, independence too.
The industry's changed so much, and there's probably only about half a dozen of us. 6. That's half a dozen, isn't it? Hang on. Yeah, 6. Left.
Because there's no one up north, is there?
No, not as a standalone music shop like we are. No.
And where do you see it going, say we're all getting a bit older, 5 years' time?
Oh, well, I think at this stage there'll still be a market for what we're doing. It'll be very selective, I think. But, it'd be interesting. I'd put it out another 10 years. Could be completely different, the way digital...
It will be online.
Or,
online
it could be that. But, I think still people want to feel they can come to a shop, be it music, be it whatever, and pick it up and have a look, rather than stay home and do it all online. There's something about picking up something,
a CD
and looking at the cover. I mean, and we've got all the information in the covers. So I think we'll stick around for a bit longer.
I think Dave's seen it all, like the
big transition,
changes.
40 years of
yeah,
music.
I mean, cassette tape, vinyl to cassette tapes, from cassette tapes to...
Cartridge?
As a kid, I remember,
The old 8 tracks.
I came into your store and there's all big records and...
Yeah. No, it's interesting. It has been a very interesting life as far as I'm concerned, and I don't know what else I would have done, really.
Is the EP still around, just 4 tracks?
You get the side, see some of the CDs have got 5 or 6 tracks on them, which I guess are EPs, but not like the old 4-track vinyl ones. No.
They're still calling them albums, even though it's CD now, don't they?
Oh yeah.
You're still using the term album.
Oh, yeah.
Just done a new album. They don't say done a new CD or.
No,
or
the latest album, or could be the latest album or the latest CD. So either works.
Have you done any reviewing for the paper?
Yes, I've done a few. Damien and I have done a couple for this new Fiego magazine that's out.
Oh, I don't know that.
It's a bi-monthly. It's just the second copy was out this month.
So what's that out?
I should know the publishing, but I can't. It's
local.
It's local anyway.
I'll find out, folks.
DP Distribution or
DC.
something else. DC Publishing. That's it. DC Publishing.
Yeah.
I might get them all.
You should. Yeah, had an interview with Tanya.
Yeah.
She's in charge of that.
You're not doing any music now these days?
No, I play perhaps once a year when my mate Kevin Jobbett comes back from Australia, and because he used to play in the old bands with us, and Chris Davis from Dargaville, Ned Pukaroa from here in Whangarei, and Stevie Stevenson from Tinapa, who plays tenor sax, and we get together about once a year and do a session out at Para Bay, which seems to sell out 200 plus within 2 or 3 weeks, and we just play all the old stuff from the 60s that we used to play. In the band. Unrehearsed.
Oh, good.
And it just works. It's an amazing night, actually, yeah. A lot of fun. So we're doing it again this year, probably about November, I think.
Oh, great. Watch out for it, folks.
Yeah, no,
it's... advertise it on it or come out and film it.
Well, if you want a ticket, you'll be quick.
I'll go be quick.
They go...
Oh, I'm getting rolled down sign. God, that 10 minutes has gone fast, hasn't it, guys? We've talked for
it has.
hours.
It's only half my life so far.
From Musical and David from Musical. Okay, thanks, guys. Appreciate doing your twofer with me. Okay, this is ColinTV signing off on Colin Spates, and you never know who my guests will be next time.